Hi everyone, it's Nikki here. Today we have come down to Hitchin, one of my local towns, because there is an exhibit on today which I'm quite excited about. It is a wedding dress exhibit and it goes back to 1890. It's the earliest wedding dress, and then there's dresses through the decades up till this year. So it's supposed to have, like, I think it's about 35 or so wedding dresses in there. So what I'm going to do is walk you around so we can have a really good look. I will show you the church as well. This is a lovely church in the town. As children we used to come here. There's a duck pond behind us, so we used to feed the ducks and stuff down here, so I do love this church, and it's quite nice inside as well, so you'll get a nice look in there. So come inside with me and we'll have a good look round. We have just come in and we've seen one dress which I've taken a photo for you because that was quite crowded, but I want to show you this one because I really like this one. Now this is a 1976 dress. It was an actual wedding dress worn by a lady called Wendy, and I love the style of this one. It's quite, it's almost got a bit of a modern edge to it, even though it's like such an older dress. And I love the way it kind of comes into the waist. Now this dress is a lovely full gown, full length. It's 2013, so fairly modern, but I love all the detailing and everything on that one. Now this dress is very full, and I think it has a bit of a Princess Diana style to it, with the lovely shoulders, the full skirt, and all the detailing, which is absolutely beautiful. So at the moment we're in front of some World War II wedding dresses. Now these are lovely because obviously the war was on. This dress here is made of silk. The lady who wore it actually bought the dress, and it was white silk, but what happened was they had to rush the marriage because her husband-to-be was going off to war. So because it was a hasty marriage, they had to dye it a more suitable colour, because back then it wouldn't have been quite right for her to wear white in such a hasty marriage. And then on the left-hand side here we've got another dress. This one is actually made of parachute silk. Now because dressmaking fabrics were rationed and everything that was going on with the war, they actually made this dress out of silk, and it was made by the bride herself, so all the detailing and everything was handmade by her. It's got some lovely detail on there, and considering she was a home sewer, I'm pretty amazed by that. You have also got the traditional uniform in the middle here, which is obviously what the men would have worn for the day as well, and it's quite touching for me because my grandparents actually married during the war as well. So I might try and get a photo of them in for you so you can see what my grandmother wore herself. And I find that quite touching because it's quite close to my heart, and yeah, so I think a lot of you will too, because I know a lot of people I speak to all have kind of memories from the war and things. So hopefully we can show you these. I'm going to step out the way so you can see them properly. And obviously in the war everything was rationed, so there wasn't a lot of access to really nice fabrics and stuff, but you can see from those dresses and these pictures, which were also in the display, that they were really lovely with all the detail and things they used, and they used a lot of skills to hand create their gowns, and lovely long veils there which kind of really add to the dresses. So this dress was worn in 1998, and I just wanted to show you this one. It's a really unusual kind of wedding dress. I am going to put a photo in as well because it's actually really small, which is really cute. But I just wanted to show you, I love this because it's actually got the layer of blue going around the edge. And then you can see the detailing, which has all been hand done. It's all made of handmade Italian silk as well, so it's a really lovely dress. But I love its simplicity as well because it's not really overly fancy or anything, so it's quite a nice one to show you there. And we've got more lovely flowers, which we've got all the way around. There's been some beautiful flowers. I'm just going to film back, so we've just come through there, so I did a bit of filming up there for you. And I just want to turn around as well. I mean, the main bit of the church is the other side of this. But it is a lovely church, so I'm just going to show you up here as well. I've just got two wedding dresses here to show you. Now they are from 1962 and 1965. I'm just going to pan down so you can see all of them. Now you can see this one's got a lovely long train at the back, which is really quite fashionable at the moment as well. But the detailing on the sleeves is lovely and completely different to anything we have at the moment in fashion. And this other one just here was actually handmade by the lady who wore it. Now she was in college when she made this, and they've actually really nicely put the pattern at the bottom so you can even see what she followed. Just going to go down there so you can kind of see that a bit closer. So what you've got is actually kind of another piece on the back of hers which made up kind of the train. Now I love this because you've got this really nice detailed fabric, and I hope you can see that alright because obviously the light is a bit weird in this corner, but I love the fact that they've got that fabric on the top and around the back, creating kind of her trail down the back there, and then a lovely plain bottom half. So these are the oldest dresses in the exhibit from around 1890. We've really interestingly got a black dress in here as well, and there is a photo showing the lady wearing it on her wedding day. The detailing of these dresses is beautiful, and considering how old they are, I think they've actually done really well. We'll let you have a close up so you can have a good look at that. But what a beautiful dress. And we'll just hop round to the other dress now for you. And I love the detailing on this dress as well, and the black against the lighter colour really kind of shows the detailing off nicely for you. I think it's amazing that we've got the dresses to have a look at. You can really see how different the styles are now compared to how they used to be, which I think is absolutely brilliant, and to have a look around and be able to see all these different styles is pretty amazing, and I hope you're all really enjoying it as well. We'll go on to the next ones, but like I said, this is the oldest one, so I really wanted to see this one and kind of get a sense of what people used to wear way back when, so it's pretty amazing. I love this because it's a complete contrast to the last dress we just looked at. That was the oldest dress, and this is probably one of the most modern dresses. This is a 2013 wedding sari, and I love saris because they are absolutely beautiful, and the detailing on saris is always absolutely stunning. And I love the idea of getting married in red because it's such an amazing colour. Really striking. The Indian weddings I've been to have always been absolutely beautiful. This is in the style of a 1920s dress. Now this is actually a modern day wedding dress. It is on sale at the moment, and I think it's beautiful. I love all the detailing and everything on there. So yeah, great to see that, and I love it when they do like kind of modern dresses in like an old-fashioned style, because it really kind of captures like the weddings through the ages. So I just want to show you these. These are, I think, amazing wedding dresses. These are from 1939 and 1937. So I just want to pan down there. Now, I absolutely love the lace. I'm going to just come up a little bit closer so you can see. But how beautiful are these? I mean, the detailing on them is absolutely stunning. Just going around the back there so you can kind of get a good view of all of that as well. These are the ones we've just seen. So we're kind of making our way round. Some lovely flowers in the middle there, and what a lovely church. If you are getting married in church, if it's something that you want to do, this is a lovely church. I'll just show you, this is the middle of the church now, with a beautiful stained glass window in it, and I'll just show you the pews behind here as well, so you can see it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, in contrast to many of the other wedding dresses we've had a look at, these are really stark white. Now, these are 70s wedding dresses. We've got 75 and 77 here. Again, they've got gorgeous detail on them with the lace and everything. Lace is always going in and out of fashion in weddings. It is quite fashionable at the moment still to have lace, which I think is great. But with these, you've got real structure. I'll just show you here, you've got like the darts and things on the dress, which kind of give it real structure to it. And also the lines down the front of this one with the belt, it kind of really pulls you in the middle, but it gives it quite an elegance, I think. Real 70s style. We're just going to come around the back. I was quite surprised at how high neckline and things these are, because being like that, I always think of the 70s as a hippie age, I would kind of thought it would be a bit more relaxed, but they are really quite high up and quite non-revealing compared to what I expected from the 70s, and also from, I think, my mum's wedding dress. I'm going to have a look at that when I get back, because, you know, I think maybe I'm completely wrong in what she wore. Thinking about it now, but we've got the first of the colour photographs, kind of, which is quite nice. So I'll just show you. I'm sorry about the light on these, but they are really pretty, and you can see the dresses as they were worn, and they are quite hippie. I mean, you can see she's got the lovely flowers in her hair and everything, and yeah, so I think they're gorgeous. I'm just going to show you these because they smell amazing. So we've got lilies, and I'm really bad at my flowers, so I shouldn't have tried to actually tell you what they are, but they are lovely, and they do smell gorgeous. Okay, so at the moment I'm standing in front of a replica of Anne Boleyn, which was Henry VIII's, I don't know how many wives, I'm sorry, my history's awful, but I just think it's absolutely amazing to have a replica of what she wore. Now I noticed that it's bright colours, which again, I really like that in weddings. To have a really nice popping bit of colour is great. So yeah, I love this. I love all the detail and everything on there, and we've got some photos and stuff as well. So I'll let you come in a bit closer and have a good look. You can see all the detailing around the top of the dress, which is amazing, and then these sleeves, which must have been really quite stunning on the day, the way they kind of flow out, especially I guess if it was a bit windy or when she moved, it must have really been amazing to look at. But yeah, I love this dress. I love all the colours and everything on it. Okay, so this is probably one of my favourite dresses that I've seen in terms of like a style to actually wear. And this is a ballerina style dress, and it was from the 1950s. It's a not floor length. Obviously, it's what we would now call a T-length dress, and I think it's just beautiful. I love the detailing around the top, and it was very similar to one worn by. I'm trying to remember what I just read, and I can't remember. Hang on one second. Okay, so it was very similar style to the one worn by Grace Kelly in the same year that this wedding dress was actually worn. And I love the little bolero that she's got over the top because it matches with the lace exactly. So I think that's beautiful. And on the day she would have had a really big petticoat underneath. So this doesn't quite represent just how out it would have been in style. But apparently the petticoats that were worn back then were really prickly. So you had to wear another layer underneath them so that you didn't get all itchy and everything underneath, which I think is quite funny. And I can imagine nowadays, because I hate wearing petticoats, I always have to put something underneath them, like a pair of short leggings or something, just to kind of protect my legs. And the other dresses around here are both 50s dresses as well. Again, I do like the style of these. They're a slightly different colour, they're not quite the bright white, but the favourite of my 50s dress is definitely the ballerina style on the side here. Okay, so the dress I'm next to now is a 1955 wedding dress. Now I love this dress. I think the style of it's really nice. I don't think it quite does it justice on the mannequin here, because when it would be actually worn I think it'd sit a lot nicer at the top here. But I love the sections of this dress, and I love the way you've got kind of the sweeping lines that come around the hips. That create a really nice line on the body, and I like the way that the top kind of comes in as well, because it gives it a really nice shape and a really nice kind of way it sits on the body, rather than like a lot of the sweetheart necklines. It's just a really unusual different style. This has got a really nice train at the bottom, which you can kind of see here as well. It's a slightly thicker fabric to a lot of the others that we've seen, and I just think that makes the train at the back fall really nicely. So yeah, I really like this one. This is, you know, another one high up on my list. Okay, we've got another 50s dress here, and what I really do like about all the 50s ones we've seen so far is kind of the structure they have at the top. So you can see here, like, it's quite a structured top half to the dress, and then you've got the nice flow at the bottom. Again, lovely fabrics. We've seen some amazing fabrics in here today. It does kind of make you think about what kind of fabrics that we use on modern day wedding dresses. I like the fact that this one is not a lace fabric, it is a plain fabric, but it's got the detailing in it, which is really pretty. And then obviously the buttons down the front add some real interest to the dress and the way it sits. Here, this is a 2006 dress, very much in the style that we are all used to and what we all kind of see. I do like the use of colour in this dress. It's got a lovely little bit of blue in there. It looks a bit black here, but I think it's like a blacky bluey colour. It's got quite a lot of detail in it, and then the train out the back. And you can see this was the veil that was worn with it as well. I do like all the sparkly bits on this one. Some more lovely flowers. I'm just going to show you these. I love canna lilies. I've always loved canna lilies, but these are put beautifully into a nice display here, which I think is great. And as we come around the corner here, I'm going to show you another dress. Now this one is a 1953 wedding dress, another 50s dress, and again I think it's lovely. I really like the shape of this one. It's kind of the quite fashionable shape at the moment with the real like full skirt, and then the top I think would actually have looked a lot nicer on the day, because obviously it's slightly older now, but you've got a bit of structure there, and then this really nice like kind of lacy coverage at the top, which is lovely, and I think this would have been kind of quite a wow wedding dress on the day. You can see the picture of it being worn down here. I'm just going to come in so you can kind of see that one. Yeah, so that was the lady who wore it on the day, and her name was Yvonne Milner, and she got married in 1953. I'm going to show you the flowers as well, because these are amazing flowers on this one. I love all these colours. I'm a major purples fan, so purples, hint of pink, it's always quite nice to see. I'm going to take you around now. We are nearly done. I'm going to just turn around and show you the rest of the church. So we're now on this side of the church. There is Lee, who is lovely and coming around with us. Hi Lee! He's been doing some of the filming and stuff for us whilst we've been here. So we've got one more dress that we're going to have a look at. We've been through all this bit. I just want to kind of give you a view of what it'd be like on your big day if you did choose to get married in a church. So this dress is a 1937 wedding dress. I'm just going to give you a quick pan down of that. Again, I'm going to say I love this. I love all of them. Let's be honest, they're wedding dresses. They're going to be amazing, aren't they? This one has got some lovely detail. Again, it's all about the detail with me. You know what I'm like. But I really like all the lace sleeves, and then the plain fabric used on the main body of the gown. I do love these headpieces. These like I'll get a bit closer so you can see these. I've seen these on quite a few different ones. They're just quite little detailed little headpieces. I think they're gorgeous actually. I am always a fan of a tiara because anything that sparkles has got to be good. But they're a nice little alternative. And then these lovely stacking flowers here are also really nice. And what I love about these, they've actually got, I call these red hot papers, I don't know if that's the right name or not, but these things here, absolutely beautiful. I love these flowers. We've got them in our garden. And I've never thought about putting them in wedding flowers before, and of course more canna lilies, which always keeps me happy. I like the amount of foliage in this. Now at the moment the trend is a lot of foliage, so these kind of flowers in here are really kind of on trend with weddings at the moment. So here is the last dress of the exhibit. I'm going to pan down it quickly for you to show you to start with. Now I'm going to say it again, love this dress. I'm like a broken record, aren't I? I'm going to show you on the lady when she wore it as well. Now this is Doreen, who wore this for her wedding day. On this dress, I really like this bit. I think this is really nice, having these kind of breaking up of the shape of the dress. I don't know what they're called, I'm sorry guys, I'm not a designer or anything like that. I'm just showing you what I really like. Again, in the detailing of the lace and the dress is just beautiful. I don't know if I said this is 1948 style dress. And some lovely flowers. So that is the end of all of the dresses that we had to see here. It's been really lovely to walk around and see them all, and I'm really impressed with the amount of dresses and stuff they actually have here and the variations in the different level of time and everything else. So I hope you really enjoyed it. I had an amazing time looking at all the wonderful dresses, and I feel really quite honoured to have seen outfits that have been part of so many people's big days. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please do give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to see the rest of my videos. I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.